Hi everyone, Mary here at Espresso Press Design. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're ready for a busy morning. It's been a busy morning here. Today I'm going to do another finish up project on the four-way and mask making ephemera that I started last week. I'm going to do a quick flip through of the calendar, an overview of the project, and I'm going to make a few more pieces of ephemera, but I'll get to that in a second. Here's the calendar book finished. Have my or planner, let me put it that way, planner. Have my belly band there so I can keep all my calendar pages. Still see my calendar. Get to each section. The corners are working out well. I made a few little scrappy notebooks. There's the pocket. It's already full of junk. Made another scrappy notebook. And there's the 3-tuck belly band. And it's already full of stuff. So it's a little chunky, but it has a home at my desk. So I like the way that turned out. So last week's project was doing mask making ephemera. I pre-made a bunch of these little here that I'm going to use for mini note cards. Those are in a box. I kept experimenting. I got a new die, which you see here, that I love. Absolutely love it. Little mini doilies. I don't have a lot of dies because there's not a lot of shapes I actually like. So when I love a die, that's kind of amazing. So I'm going to do something with this. I kept experimenting. Let me get my pieces out here. Make sure I can put these together again the way they were supposed to go. Oh, that's a previous one. I kept experimenting, and where's the other one? I'm not sure if that's quite right or not. No, it's not. That goes there, I think. Something's amiss. That one goes there, maybe. This is the hard part. I'm directionally challenged. I think it goes there. Yeah. Okay. This one combines all three techniques: paper piecing, pressing, and four-way using the new die. I absolutely love it. Here's another one I did, And by the way, some of these, I always add new pictures to the blog when I keep experimenting, because when I do something new, I like to keep exploring it until I exhaust possibility so I can keep learning about it. I did 4 of these. I really hoped that by using the coffee dyed paper that the different tones would help keep them distinct, but it really didn't. So I had to go over those with silver pen. And then I tried another way to salvage. I didn't really like that either. Tried another way to salvage them, and I wasn't totally satisfied with that either. So, these 4 I love. Absolutely love. So, I mentioned in some previous video I had this little thing sitting around and I was going to turn it into a little mini book. So I did that this morning. I had to shorten the pages, watercolored the edges, tore them off, got that all bound. And then a couple of these, I forget which one I had in there. A couple of these are going to go in there, like so. Okay. And then today I'm going to do another T, another 4-way, press it, cut it, and make some tags. And they'll also go in there. So it's kind of a continuation of last week's project. So this, and then if we have time, I don't know if you see this pile of junk sitting here. I'm going to make at least one scrappy heart, and tuck that in there as well. So, as you can see, my table's a mess. It's starting to look like Christmas around here again. And I have all my Christmas stuff put away. So, normally you know what I would have been making with that pile of junk, and that would be tiles. But I thought let's just do this again, because I'm sure there's going to be people who say these would show up a lot better on plain paper. And of course, they probably will, or I'm sure they will. So I'm not going to lay out any lines or anything. I'm just going to eyeball this as best I can. I probably should get I have this, what is it, 5 by 8. My tags are going to be 2.5 by 4. Let me just get a couple little marks in here. Just to make sure I'm And this will be 2.5, 1, 2, just to make sure I'm on track. One, two, half. Okay. And I've discovered these are kind of a bugger to glue. So I'm going to be attempting to use matte medium to get them on here. That should probably be there. So I spent the morning doing that, putting that book together, because I haven't been coming down here in the evenings. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I might be standing up here to press this because I didn't bring my machine over here again because there's virtually no room. So I'm just, these were a bugger to glue. And I actually got out this spray glue to try to do it, and it didn't work. Where am I? Okay, I'm good. Just get that down, hopefully. I hope this works. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting out the glue stick, or yeah, the glue stick, and just tapping them on the top. That worked, but as I said, I don't really want to use glue stick anymore, or as much, put it that way, unless I find a better brand. One thing I would like is to try is one of those glue pens for stuff like this. I see some card makers use that. I already tell I'm having some although I did manage to get these cut out pretty fast. You know how it is when you have these intricate dies. You're like, oh, I love it, but I hate using it. So thanks for the tip on I also need new plates. Hobby Lobby never seems to have them in stock anymore. I have a feeling I'm going to end up ordering them online. So a good tip, which is what I used this morning, just look up dryer sheet and cutting intricate dies. Okay, that wasn't good. Cutting intricate dies. And you'll be amazed, and it really does work. That's going to need an eraser. Well, what it does is it makes all your little bits stick to the dryer sheet, and your everything comes out perfect. So you don't have to sit there poking out little bits. I think I want that down here because those are too similar. So that's what I did. And then my watercolor tray has a leak in it. So I'm sitting here spraying and spraying, and all my water is disappearing, and I'm like, where is my water going? So I pick up my tray, and then I have a big puddle of water on my table. So I don't know where it's leaking from or why, but I just realized it's 40 years old. So maybe there's a rust. It's enamel. It's a really good tray, so I guess I got my money's worth out of it for 40 years. And this was right after I decided to replenish the watercolors with some very good watercolor paint, Sennelier from France, which I'm determined not to let these tubes dry out, which you can use. You can cut them open and respray them, but I told you I don't really paint anymore. But I'm not going to waste those beautiful paints. I already have one box that is completely dried out, that I hoarded. So let that be a lesson to me. Those paints are so beautiful and so pigmented and so expensive that I kind of hoarded them. And then they dried out. So if I don't have enough to do this tea, I'll just add them later. I'm not going to worry about it. Or to do this four-way. And I know these cards even have another name beyond that. Four-way tea. But off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is. And as I said, usually it's done with stamps. You could even try it with stamps. Make some cute little ephemera. Pay attention here. Sometimes when I do things on video, you know, it's hard for me to talk and create at the same time. So at the end, something will be upside down or not the way I actually wanted it to be. I don't know. I find it difficult. If I was just doing dishes or something, then it's much easier to talk and create, but I find it difficult to talk and create at the same time. Oh, see what I mean? I didn't really want those to be the same, but they are now and they're down. That's okay. They're going to be cut apart. And I really would like to experiment with this pressing technique as well. So that might be coming in the future. Maybe not the near future. So yeah, I can see everyone sitting there saying, "Don't do that, those are the same." In the meantime, I can't think. So I also realize because I'm trying to think and talk, I say things out of context, which my family accuses me of doing that all the time. Because I'll be walking around still thinking about the conversation a half hour ago, and then that we had at the dinner table or whatever, and I'll say something and everyone will just look at me like, "What are you talking about?" So I realize I do that. Where are we? 24. We'll see what we have time to do. I hope we have time to do a scrappy heart. So yes, I do realize that these would show up much better on plain paper. So I just chose craft because the book is craft. And I'm just going to pop those in there. I don't know where it's going or what it's going to end up as, but I'm just giving these 1 second to dry before I put them through my machine and have a big glue glob spreading out, which asks me how I know that. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go press this. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, and then I will cut it. I will cut it as the 4-way. And then I will cut it into tags. Okay, that seems really pretty well adhered. And really, you can barely feel it. I am really going to experiment with this and do something else, that's for sure. Okay. So, 2.5. I hope I did a good job just eyeballing those centers. Oh boy. And that's a little wet. Okay, that's going to need a little mini repair. Okay, 2.5 by 4. Let me keep that there. I know I'm directionally challenged. So I think I even put it back together those other 4, put them back together wrong before I did the photo. Yeah, that's gonna need, see, I almost did it again. Oh, aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? Let's just pop that in there, see what that looks like. Oh my God. I am going to be doing this for sure. For cards and all kinds of things. That tore a little. Okay, now to decide. I'm going to use this tag maker. Probably. I'm going to keep the T at the bottom. I'm probably going to save that one so I can repair it. And I'll just do these 3. Okay, I have to stand up again, and I don't want to do this punch on glass. I don't want to break my glass. So, please bear with me. Do not want to break my glass. And this punch. Oh, okay. I have a little piece to cut off there. Apparently I didn't get 2.5 properly. This punch has been acting up as well. I've used it so much because I make tags with it all the time. So I'm not going to complain if I buy a new one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Aren't those adorable? Good enough. That's going to need some erasing. That little part might need a little glue under there. Let's see. Now I realize that when it comes to a much bigger journal, you're going to need a lot more ephemera than that. I wish maybe I should have kept them on the top. Maybe I'll do that one differently. That's okay. They'll still see when they pull them out. And maybe they won't even be going there. Maybe I'll do another pocket in the back. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, let's try one at the top. Let me see if I can just, yeah, that was still wet, and I'm finding that when I get to the end of that guillotine, it doesn't, oh no. Here we go. And this one didn't go through the whole way. Please don't. Okay. That's going to need a trim. Caught on. Okay. And there wasn't as much at the top there as I thought, but that's okay. We get what we get. Okay, those are super cute. Love them. Can you imagine that for a wedding or something? I can. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. So there you go. You just do these whichever way. These are the previous ones. I also cut those differently because I screwed up my cutting. And I added some borders. There. I think it went like that. So there you go. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of ephemera. And I could even use these if I wanted to, because they all go together. That would be what, 14 pieces of ephemera. Okay, let's see if we can quickly get a little scrappy heart done out of this mess. And somewhere I thought I still had, I do have some of that paper. So let's take advantage of it. Okay, and I'm just using packaging material. I cut out a bunch of hearts. I have templates. I have all kinds of templates sitting here too because I've been making hearts. I started making hearts, which is something I really like to do. Somewhere I have a video. Now I make them more like an ornament. Somewhere I have a video of them. And who inspired me for that was Padded Heart Company. The Gail Agostinelli always features. And hers are made out of fabric. They're absolutely gorgeous. And there's another little piece. I'll put that there. Are you gonna fit? You gotta fit. You gotta fit because I don't want to put a little piece there on that edge. I think we'll go right there. And I see a little blue. That's gonna require some ink. Let's see, do I have any more of that color? Guess I'll use this. I hope I can trim around here easily. So I hope everyone's been having a good week. My weeks are so busy. I can't say I like it very much. I'm feeling a little scattered. I think I'm abandoning a project at work. I never like doing that because then I have to come up with another one, which I have a list, but when you already have everything gathered and put in folders and organized, and you've already spent a bunch of time creating stuff, and then you have to do it all over again. Yeah, that's not too bad. Trying to cut around there. Normally I wouldn't. Normally I would do that on a square and just die cut it again. Okay. I'm probably going to press that too, quite truthfully. And I have a bunch of little, I know what, I have a bunch of these little die cuts that didn't turn out well enough. So I'm just going to use those. cover that up. No, I don't have to. Sorry about that. Now I don't have to worry about using ink. Yeah. I have a feeling this little piece here is going to require nail file sanding. Let's see, do I have another? Let's do that. Did I mention the dryer sheet? I hope I did. I hope I did. Honestly, I can't remember. But yes, I used the dryer sheet method to... I was having a hard time getting some of these dies to cut out. And I didn't want to be frustrated this morning. So I used the dryer sheet method. And I used a shim. And I ran it through twice. And I didn't have a problem. I had something fabulous happen yesterday, last evening. I about fell out of my chair. I was watching Eva at Bohemian Crafting, and she's making labels, washi tape labels, and all of a sudden she shows my vintage labels. I jumped out of my chair and I ran to get my husband and I said, "You gotta see this, you gotta see this." And yes, she mentioned my shop and she mentioned my labels, and I'm extremely grateful, and I have to try to think of some way to thank her. I haven't quite figured out how yet, except aside just to say thank you. I don't know if I should do it on her channel or not, because that might seem like advertising. I don't necessarily want to do that, but that was a delightful... There we go. That is cute. I'm going to keep that. And that will go somewhere in there, along with the tags. I am going to keep exploring this technique. I don't think I chose that one to go in there. I think I chose this one because I wanted some of the blue to show. Let me see. think I'm going to choose this one. That way they're different. And I don't know if I should have, glued that pocket. I kind of wish I wouldn't have. Okay, there we go. And I'll decorate the front with something. Here's another little scrappy heart I made. What happened? Oh, that's lace. This one might be coming up. This is an optical illusion. I have to do a few more so I can get the technique down. Okay, everyone, where are we? 47. Sorry. Didn't want to take that long, but it is what it is. That's a project and a half. Okay, that's a great way to mass make ephemera. I'm going to be using it for all kinds of things, cards, maybe even collage backgrounds, who knows. But I'm definitely going to be using all three techniques again, and I'm definitely going to be exploring the pressing. So thank you for your time. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great week, everyone. I'll see you next time. And by the way, I don't know, I'm a little off schedule now. I don't know if it will be Sunday, Monday as usual, or a week and a half. But I'll see you next time. Thanks for your time. Bye.